Hello, my name is Saugat Paudel and my student ID is 800081650. Today I'm going to give presentation on visualizing 3D data, scatter plots and clustering analysis and about the weather data visualization analysis. So firstly, I would like to talk about visualizing 3D data scatter plots. As my student ID ends with 0, I'm projecting 3D data on my XY plane, and our data set ranges from negative 100 to positive 100 across X, Y, and Z plane. Here I have used Python libraries like Pandas, Matplotlib, and Scikit-learn. So I want to talk about our scatter plot and histogram. So as we can see, all the data points are uniformly distributed across X and Y plane over here. And the histograms, the one at the right and one at the bottom. So both of them doesn't show any skewness. And I suggest to study more about this data set, we need to plot them in 3D plot. So these are inside. Now let's talk about the 3D scatter plot that we made by using k-means clustering algorithm, and as mentioned in the task instruction I have made exactly 3 clusters. uh, from figure we can see 3 clusters are represented by circle, triangle, and square. Data points which are represented with cube. Sorry, the I said square, so it's a cube. So data points which are represented with cube in blue seems to be closely packed, while triangles in green are loosely packed and they are uniformly distributed. So now let's discuss about the weather data. So here we analyze historical weather data. We also talked about temperature and rainfall trends, and we will cluster weather data to identify the patterns. Our data set here, the weather data set, consists of date, actual date of the year 1901, and like average minimum maximum temperature and historical averages rainfall data. So let's go into the graph and I'll describe more about it. So firstly we have a graph called temperature trend over the year. So how the temperature fluctuates over the year, it's shown in this graph, and we can see the fluctuation of average minimum maximum temperature across a year, with average temperature of 15 to 65 degrees across the year. Average temperature. So and maximum average is noted as uh, 85 degrees Celsius, and minimum is approximately 5 degrees Celsius. So let's jump into the next one, which we have is rainfall trends over the year. So this one suggests that the 2 millimeter was the highest amount of actual rainfall in the year 1901, and average highest rainfall is 7.5 mm, and lowest rainfall uh, lies around 0.0 mm. And in actual, uh, the month of July, we can see that there is more rainfall. So now let's move on to the next graph, which we have is temperature versus rainfall. So our another graph, temperature versus rainfall, suggests us that from July to October, temperature is high with average rainfall of 20 mm. From October till April, uh, the temperature is low and rainfall is also less frequent. So we can assume that it might be the winter time. And from April to July, temperature starts to increase, and we can see that there is a frequent heavy rainfall too. So this is all about this one. So next one we have clustering analysis. I use k-means clustering algorithms to uh, make this graph. So this graph suggests us that there are 4 different pattern of temperature. So we can see that on green, purple, blue, and yellow color. And May till September experiences higher temperature, and month of September, October, and April experience similar type of temperature. And month of November till April has moderate temperature with cold weather conditions in January and March. So, which we can also see from the graph clearly. So now I want to give some reflections. So after completing this project, I have made a good grasp of Python and its libraries like NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, Scikit-learn, and now I have good understanding of data visualization and use of many data mining algorithms. But while completing this task, I have faced few of the challenges like handling date formats, data cleaning, balancing clarity and detailed information in visuals. So while making the graph, it was a bit I faced a problem to visualize the graphs correctly, and these are the problems which I faced and what I did to overcome this challenge. So my first step was to watch YouTube videos. I watched YouTube videos. I read a lot of blogs, documentation. I took help from AI, and overall, I was able to make um this presentation possible. So I hope you liked my presentation. Thank you so much. But at last, I want to uh, give you a quick tour of the my Visual Studio Code. So for task 1, the code is over here, and similarly the images, respective images are over here. Task B, it's over here, and for task 2, it's called the folder called task 2, and the code is present in here, and respective images are over here, and these two are our data sets. So that's all for today. Thank you so much.